I'm gonna ask you a fun question. If we were a box of cereal, what would we be and why?
As me, what would I be? I feel like I would be a Fruit Loop because I'm very bubbly and colorful. So I feel like if I was a cereal, I'd definitely be Fruit Loops.
That's pretty cool. You just told me a little bit about yourself. Tell me a little bit more about yourself. How did you get where you are right now?
My roommate was actually Miss Columbus State in 2014, and she had the awesome idea that I should try to do it, and I was like, okay, sure. I'm very passionate about my platform, so I thought that I could use that as a vessel to bring awareness to my platform.
Seeing that you've been very involved with a lot of campus activities and things, how do you kind of plan out your day versus, your all your accomplishments and your things you're involved in and your academic with your free time?
I definitely have to plan. I have to be a planner. I have to look at everything a week before. I have to know everything. I have a journal. I write everything down that I have to do and I have to accomplish, because if I didn't write it down, I would definitely get lost.
So how do you see yourself using this platform as a vessel for bringing suicide awareness?
I'm very passionate about my platform. It is something that I have dealt with, and I just want to bring awareness to it. So if I was Miss Georgia, I know that people would look up to me and they would look up to my voice, and I feel like I could save lives doing that.
Do you think it's important for the First Lady to be in the decision making when the President makes decisions? Why not?
I do think that it is important because, to me, the President needs his wife. And she is the person that when he's done behind the cameras, he comes home to her and she's there to help him. She's there to uplift him. So I think that she's definitely a big role in making decisions.
Bianca, there seems to be so much anger between the two parties running for president. And also there seems to be so much anger about separation of church and state. Tell me what your view about that is, about church and state.
My personal view, I was raised very conservative. I think that church and state need to stay together. To me, we're a nation that was built on God, and that does not need to go away, even though that there's anger, there's tension. I think that we need to come together, and instead of being divided, we need to be unified.
Tell me somebody from your past, your present, and your future that has had an influence in your life. It's not the same person, but it can be, but someone from your past, your present, and your future.
The person from my past would definitely be my grandmother. She always instilled good values on me, and she always taught me to smile and to be nice to everyone that I came in contact with. Present would definitely be my mom. She is my backbone. She helps me with everything I need. Anything I need, she's there for me. My future, I would hope that would be my husband, the person that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with and will always help and grow old together with.
Who do you think is who do you think is to blame for our continuing growth in our federal deficit that we have here today?
Honestly, I don't feel like I know enough on that topic to give an accurate answer, but I will study up on it and do research.
What do you think is one of the greatest issues facing America today?
I think division, honestly. I think that there's so much anger between the different parties, and I think that everyone is getting mad at each other, and we're becoming a divided country. I think in this time, especially right now with ISIS and all the crises happening, that now more than ever we need to get together and we need to unify.
So how would you specifically solution to that? What would you recommend?
There's not
I don't
a right or wrong answer, but you
Okay.
pause.
I gotta think of something. I don't really know at this time, but I will definitely study up and have a solution. Okay.
Tell me a secret about yourself.
A secret about myself. I am very introverted. I guess it's not a secret. I tend to play it off very well. I go out and I act like that I'm not shy at all, but really I am shy. I cover it up very well.
Can you tell me, as Miss Georgia, one of the first things that you would go out and do?
As Miss Georgia, one of the first things I would go out and do would be to get in high schools and universities. I would love to go and speak to them about bullying and suicide. I would love to use my platform and hopefully speak to them about what we can do to save lives.
What do you feel like has been your biggest accomplishment to this day?
Definitely my biggest accomplishment was becoming Miss Columbus State University. That has helped me get over so many obstacles in life. It's helped me get over stage fright. Used to, I would never get up in front of people. I would not sing. I would not play guitar. The night of the competition was the first time I actually did that. So it's definitely helped me overcome my fear of being social.
So you say that was your fear of being social. Share with us a description of what were you most afraid of? Why was that a fear?
I guess I've been let down my entire life by people. So I used to be very extroverted, and I would go out and I never met a stranger. I guess I got hurt a lot, so I started becoming more introverted, so that's where my fear came from.
And so pageants was a way for you to overcome that fear?
Yes.
Talk to me about your talent. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do. Tell me about how you came about choosing your talent.
Well, I actually, backstory, I picked up the guitar as my therapy. I was very sad. I had been bullied in high school, and I did not want to go speak to a counselor. I wanted to find a way to overcome it myself. I'm very independent, and I like to overcome things myself. So I actually picked up my guitar, and I was like, I'm going to teach myself to play this, and I will use it as my therapy. So I picked up my guitar, and then from that, I always wanted to sing songs that I thought would touch people. So my talent, my song is You Set Me Free. It's a Christian contemporary song. It's about having all this baggage and things from your past and just really relying on God and letting all of that go.
In that question, you said, in that answer, you said that you were bullied in high school, or as you were growing up. Do you feel like that if enough is being done within the school system or in homes to help this problem? If not, what can we do more about that?
I definitely don't feel like there's enough being done. I don't ever think that there will be enough being done. I think it definitely starts with the family. I think families need to tell their kids, like, you can't be mean to people, because even if you're mean to someone when they're younger, it goes through life with them for the rest of their lives. In school, I think that teachers need to make sure that they're teaching them that every day, and I think that the administration needs to definitely make it a point to talk to them and say, hey, you can't be mean, like, you have to be nice, because being mean does not get you anywhere.
So how would you, being in that situation, how would you go back? Let's just say that you were the victim and your parents preached, don't be mean to people. How do you respond to the people that are being mean?
I think that, I think the people that are being mean, it stems from something that they've gone through too. It's not just, oh, I'm a mean person. They've been through something that has made them feel that way. And I think you need to go back to that problem and find out what it is and talk about it.
Tell us how social media plays a role in this.
I think now bullies especially, they're hiding behind their computers or their cell phones. They don't have the guts to go and tell someone, I don't like you, or you're ugly, something like that. They hide behind a computer, and it's much easier to bully someone when you don't have to look them in the face.
Who is your current governor for the state of Georgia? If you had the opportunity to speak with them, what would you talk with them about?
It's Nathan Deal.
Mm-hmm.
If I had a chance to sit down with him and talk to him about something, it would definitely be bullying. I know that's just something that I hold very close to my heart, and I feel like not enough is being done about it, and we definitely need to do something about it, because it's not only affecting kids when they're in high school and college, but really it's affecting people in the workplace, and that's what we rely on.
Define bullying for me.
Bullying, I think that is when you are picking on someone, you're being mean, you're hitting at their weaknesses, and you're making them feel bad about themselves.
So we have bullying and suicide prevention platform for that. A lot of suicide prevention and gotten real big into the bullying part of it, so put the two together for me.
I think that kids, I know me personally, I was bullied and it made me feel useless. Like, I was like, what is my purpose in life? I know that kids are bullied and then their self-image is just so like ripped down and stepped on that they don't know what their purpose is. They don't feel like their life has a value, so that leads them to not want to be here anymore.
Statistics say 20% of voters under the age of 25 actually vote. What can we do to solve this problem or help the problem?
I think we just need to push it more. I think it needs to be pushed more in the media. I think a lot of people, they sit down and they complain about their candidate not, they're like, I have this opinion and I have this opinion, but they don't actually take the time to get out and vote. So I think that the media needs to push, the significance in voting.
For someone who doesn't get the point of pageants, how do you explain them?
I would explain to them that it's more than just being a pretty face. I know personally when I talk to people, they're like, oh yeah, you're great at pageants. You are so pretty. And I'm like, it's not about being pretty. It's really not. You have to be overall the entire package. You have to have a passion. You have to want to talk to people about things. It's more than just being pretty. I think that pageants are great for any girl wanting to overcome things. I think it helps you get out in the world. It helps you with everyday life skills.
Bianca, our time is up this morning or afternoon. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
I just wanted to share that why I think I would make a great Miss Georgia. I think I would make a great Miss Georgia because I want to be a voice. And as Miss Georgia, I know that people and kids, they look up to you. You're the strong voice. And I know I've said this, I want to save some lives. I do. I want to prevent bullying. I want to prevent suicides. And if I can impact one girl's life, then I think I've impacted the world.